Welcome back to English Class Hub. I'm so glad to see you all again. Today, we're going to dive into a problem I know millions of English learners around the world face. It's not complex grammar, nor is it hard to remember vocabulary. It's the fear of speaking. Have you ever been in this situation? You know a lot of words, but when it's time to speak, you feel like your tongue is frozen. You fear making mistakes. You worry about mispronunciation. And in the end, you choose to be silent. This feeling is so lonely and frustrating, isn't it? It makes you feel like all your learning efforts are meaningless. But let me tell you something. That feeling is completely normal. And the good news is, it's not an unsolvable problem. With the right mindset and proper practice methods, you can absolutely break through that psychological barrier and start speaking English confidently and fluently. To do this, we're going to learn from the stories of two English learners. Let's meet Lynn. Lynn is a very smart young woman. She has studied English since she was a child and has excellent academic results. She can read a complex English book and write a perfect academic essay. However, Lynn has one big weakness. She's afraid of public speaking. Lynn spent weeks preparing. She wrote a detailed script, memorized every word, and practiced alone in her room, hundreds of times. She wanted her presentation to be perfect. But when she stood on stage, in front of her friends and teachers, the fear took over. Her hands trembled, her voice choked. She forgot what she had memorized. After a few seconds of tense silence, she had to give up. Lynn felt ashamed and devastated. She started thinking she wasn't capable of speaking English, and from then on, she avoided every opportunity for direct communication. Lynn was stuck in performer's paralysis. Now, let's meet Nam. Nam is also an English learner, but Nam has a different attitude. He believes that mistakes are part of the learning process. Nam never worried about speaking imperfectly. Every morning when he woke up, he stood in front of the mirror and said, "Good morning. I'm going to have a great day today." When he came home from work, he recorded a short summary of his workday. "Today I went to the office. The meeting was long, but I finished my report." He listened back to the recording to correct his mistakes and improve his pronunciation. He also joined an online English club where everyone made mistakes and learned from each other. Gradually, Nam realized that as long as he spoke and others understood, that was a success. So, what do we learn from Lynn's and Nam's stories? The key is not perfection, but consistent practice and acceptance. Don't worry, you can start today. Here are 5 pillars to help you speak English confidently. The mirror method. Stand in front of the mirror and talk to yourself. This is a great way to practice without fear of judgment. Describe what you see in your room, talk about your feelings, or even retell a movie you just watched. The voice record routine. Use your phone to record your voice daily. Then listen back and correct yourself. You'll be surprised by your progress in a few weeks. Listen to your pronunciation, intonation, and speaking speed. The shadowing technique. This is an extremely effective technique. Watch a short movie clip or a YouTube video. Pause and repeat the dialogues exactly as they say them. Try to copy their tone, intonation, and emotion. This helps you get used to the natural rhythm of English. The simple sentences strategy. Don't try to speak long and complex sentences immediately. Start with short, simple, but correct ones. For example, instead of saying, "The weather is so lovely and it makes me feel wonderful," say, "The weather is nice today." After that, you can gradually expand. The speaking partner challenge. If possible, find a friend who is also learning English. Practice together. Talk about simple topics like hobbies, favorite movies, or weekend plans. Remember, the goal is not to speak perfectly, but to speak comfortably. In conclusion, confidence doesn't come from a large vocabulary or perfect grammar. It comes from daring to speak and consistent practice every day. Like Nam, start small and don't be afraid to make mistakes. Every time you open your mouth, you're taking one step closer to fluency. Believe you can do it. Don't hesitate. Don't be afraid. Just speak, speak, speak. Thank you for watching English Class Hub. Please like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss our next lessons. See you again.